Oh my gosh.
People over there, what's up?
What's up? What's up? Huh?
Oh!
That should be it.
But I actually can't get up. I split.
Oh shit.
Oh gosh.
Botchamania?
Oh my god.
You alright?
Oh.
Oh, where's Matthew Gregg when I need to send Botchamania?
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Actually, right.
Yeah, you land on your balls.
You can
Maybe
get
don't.
with this, or you can get with that. You better leave because this is where it's at. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Also, I think for a permanent thing, I'm bringing my title with me.
You can get with that. Whatever. All right, I'm done. What's good? I'm
What's
sorry.
good,
What's
people?
up? What's up? What's up?
Not much. You know, just felt like our matches tomorrow. Felt like we could do an episode 2. Just since
Oh
we started this
yeah,
thing.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
Is the it's our match
tomorrow.
Great.
See,
Yes, sir.
you see, I got the real belt here. You know, the real gold.
I got that was the real 24/7 title. You could tell the difference between the. You know what? That's crazy. I went to a church hangout, right, with the real 24/7 title one night, and then the fake one the other night. So like, look, hold up. So like, I'm gonna be. You can't tell the difference between these two.
Yeah, you can, because one's more gold.
But
One's plastic.
One night I went to hang out with this. People are like, "Yo, that's pretty cool." Then I went to the other night with this. They're like, "Oh, you brought your belt?" And I'm like, "Guys, this is a group of people, right?" And I'm like, "You seriously can't? You can't? Hold up. Wait. I'm about to do a Dolph Ziggler thing real quick. Hold up. Since Dolph Ziggler beat Josh Alexander, I feel like I gotta do it.
Yeah.
There you go. I did it.
Right, I should just travel to all the way to your country and then just get a ref and then pin you for that 24/7 title and then leave.
You know what's crazy? I was actually supposed to do a collab with my friends in New Orleans, and I was about to bring the 24/7 title, but plans got canceled.
Dang.
I know. We were about to make a whole skits of it. Failed content, right? Let me tell you.
Should we talk to our viewers since this meeting is recorded?
I don't want to wear out the actual one because I do wear it a lot, so I'm just wear the toy. You want? Nah, you have the real shit on. You have the real shit on. Why can't I do? You know?
Welcome to episode 2, y'all.
Yeah, the whack ass intro. You know, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? Third Eye Prince here with Adam Ace, aka the man I'm about to beat. And if tomorrow,
you wish.
At the time of uploading this, I think we can confidently say I beated him. You know, I think we could confidently say I beat him. Prediction of the future. Watch this not age well when I upload this. It's going to be so tragic.
Listen, you're the one that has the title with the jobber division. I have the world championship. That's not world championship.
In a way, this is the world title because you brought it everywhere.
So that's why it's called the jobber world championship.
I'm sorry, what?
Name one main event that held the title.
What's up?
Name one main event. Name one main event that won the world title that held that title.
Jinder Mahal.
Fuck him. He's a jobber.
You know what? We'll get later on. We're going to do an episode just based off this, but right now we're not here going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the wrestling weekend. Big weekend for wrestling in general.
We also have Raw tonight.
Yeah, we're feeling Raw today.
Yeah. Should we just talk about since it happened yesterday? No Mercy though.
I feel like we could break down each match pretty quickly. I mean, each podcast is like what 50 minutes. So
First of all,
Let's
this is so when I went to NXT Standard Live. Actually, 2 notes because I didn't say this last episode. Afterwards,
okay.
when I went to Standard Live, I watched Obafemi for the first time. And I'm like, how's that guy not? It's the main roster star already.
Dude, no, like for real, man.
Secondly, I forgot to mention one name that I met during my WrestleMania trip, and he's always ready. One wrestler,
Okay.
always ready.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Indie King,
Oh, the indie god.
Indie God, always ready. Matt Cardona, Zack
Matt
Ryder.
Cardona. Yeah, he had a mystery monster. I didn't really get. I thought it was going to be Omos, like a little surprise. That's what I thought. That would have been
Did
a good
you-
mystery monster.
Did you hear? Like, there's like it's not confirmed, but like there was a random fake report saying he was released, but like it was nothing like confirmed by Fightful or anyone.
Released from where?
WWE.
Yeah, he got released a long time ago, many years ago, which
Okay.
sucked because I thought he was cool.
No, you know Odyssey Jones. Did you see on Twitter they were saying he's been removed from the roster page?
Dude, I've been hearing that so much. There's no way this man took 3 years to get debuted.
Yeah, but-
Debuts an actual and meaningful storyline and then just vanished.
It's like, what the fuck? That's like a Vince McMahon era shit. What the fuck?
You know what's crazy? I hate to sound like this guy. I don't want to be either. You know how notice how most African American wrestlers they're like saying how Triple H is fumbling them. Let's talk about Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. They're doing great, you know. But then
Sure.
again, they lost the titles for no
They won
reason.
it back. No,
And won
so
it back.
here's what I think they did. I think they gave it to Alba Fire Isle of Dawn because it was their home country.
Yeah, it makes sense. You had so many hometown people lose. You might as well have one of them win, right?
Because
It
it's like,
makes sense.
look how they booked Jade Cargill. She's booked as basically undefeated.
Basically, yeah. People
She's-
just want them to fight each other. And I'm like, guys, I want to see these guys have a dominant reign, you know. Because I also have a passion for the tag team division. Heck, it
Mhm.
was a tag team that got me into professional wrestling. But don't fumble the bag with those two, man. Now, granted, I would love to see that match. I still would love to see them as a team personally. I just feel like there's too much star power for them not to be in the team. They can be the Hulk Hogan's of the. No, that's a bad reference.
In another subject of tag team, I was just thought of it. Like, am I the only one that feels like Baron Corbin on SmackDown right now? Like, he's just doing nothing. He's doing his tag team with Apollo Crews, and I feel like it's just we don't have anything for you creative, so let's put you in a team.
Wait, hold up. I always do this when I'm in my channel when I talk about him. Hold up. Apollo Crews.
But that is a legitimate question. Why are Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews teaming together? Why are they a team? They're
Might as
teaming.
well, I mean, SmackDown later on is going to be 3 hours. They're switching Raw and SmackDown's timeline because SmackDown has more storytelling. So later on, you know Corbin's history with he could turn on people. He probably turn on Apollo, make Apollo a big face. You know,
True. Did you watch Orton vs Gunther?
dude, that was my favorite match. No surprise, obviously.
Yes.
That was my favorite match. Hold up, let me take off this watch real quick. Hold up.
Did you notice last episode I nearly spoiled that match to you?
Oh my goodness! Thank goodness you didn't. In fact, dude, I saw a fake post on Randy winning the title. I was so pissed. I was like, "Oh no, this better not actually." Not that no hate to Randy. It's just
No.
like the fact that it got spoiled. Such a
I think,
big change.
so I think
It
what
was a
happened.
fake spoiler.
So I think what last happened was we were talking about who was getting dethroned, and I was like, I asked El Campeon, I asked you, I was like, oh, who's going to dethrone Gunther? And then I was like, wait, he hasn't watched Gunther vs Randy. He doesn't know that Gunther retains if Randy
Well,
doesn't win.
I watched all the matches, so I could confidently say I could do a review on the TNA pay-per-view, NXT pay-per-view, and it was an exciting weekend for
We have to
wrestling.
leave TNA for next week because I've still not put my time to that. Right now,
Yes.
I'm
I
playing
still need to
video
watch
games.
that hour Iron Man matches, but as I mentioned, I never really cared for the 30-minute matches because most of the time they're just on the ground, rolling around like, oh,
How do you
know.
feel that? How do you feel that
Yeah.
How do you feel that Joe Hendry lost?
Say his name, man. I feel like they're giving him the Jey Uso treatment. You know, like they call him a main event star, yet they make him fumble every main event. How is he going to be main event Jay if he fumbles every main event? He's on the main event. Maybe that's the concept. You know, like, oh look, I'm in the main event. It's just me. Oosh. Yeah, woo, it's
I
just
mean,
me.
Paige did beat him with a low blow.
Fair enough. Me and hey, Joe Hendry said any show. So think about it. Okay. Tonight they pulled Bronson Reed because of COVID. Do
I
you
didn't see a
think
reason.
say
Go
his
on.
name and he appears? Could we see Joe Hendry in Raw tonight in that picture?
Wait, is Raw and NXT in the same place?
I don't really know. It might be.
It
Could be.
depends. Because I feel like that rumor would float around.
I
'Cause
remember they said where their next Raw was going. I think it's around the area. I think somewhere in Colorado.
But if you were realistically book Joe Hendry, would you just send him to Raw to lose?
Fair enough, because this was out of nowhere. Like Bronson Reed got COVID, right? That wasn't the
Yeah.
original plan. I'm pretty sure they're not going to scrap. I think there's the actual ideas for Jay to win. Have Jay versus Braun Breaker. Obviously, Braun's going to win.
Yeah.
But Jay's not going to win unless he wins a big one, right? He's going to win probably at a WrestleMania, like they did with the whole Jimmy and Jay thing. They pushed that for a whole year. Jay got that going on, so
I wish
know.
that feud had more build up. I can't lie. That felt like a 2 week build because they were focusing on the Cody
I
Roman
really
stuff.
wish Gunther and Randy had a longer build. Not that they could have made it any longer. I mean, they kind of like.
It was longer than the King and the Queen of Ring build.
Also, today's candle, ladies and gentlemen, ice caramel macchiato.
On a dethroning question, who do you think's dethroning Oba?
Who is Obafemi? I have no
Because he's
idea.
nigh unstoppable. He's not like he might as well challenge for the NXT title by this point.
It might. Okay, it might be someone from an outside roster. Like they bring back Big Bronson Reed. It makes sense. I hate to sound biased here and say, "Ooh, I'm starting to love Bronson Reed." Meanwhile, I'm wearing R-Truth's stuff over here, and he literally killed R-Truth the other day.
True.
So, yeah, I can't say that. You know what? Who I would like to see North American champion? You already know.
Why is my mind going blank?
Ooh, so
It's a
Red with the pack. Jimmy Uso or R-Truth. Now to dethrone Oba, heck no. It has to be a big boy. It has to be a big boy. Oh yeah, R-Truth just does a 24/7 title roll up. 1, 2, 3. And
well, do you remember the time he randomly beat Shinsuke for the US title?
I remember that like it was yesterday, dude. It was so random.
Did you hear apparently that was not supposed to happen and Vince went with it anyway?
Vince was, I mean, I got to wrestling when he was booking, so it couldn't be that bad. 2016, 2017 really got me in with all that. But,
I respect that, but when it got to 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022,
I kind of went in and out of wrestling at that time, and I think there was a reason for that. I almost quit. You know what? There's this post that came up recently, which interested me. What moment made you stop watching wrestling? And for me, it was when it was like, I guess when Seth Rollins was like over pushed. I kind of annoyed me. I had no issue with Seth. Now I love Seth, but back then it was kind of like, oh, they're kind of pushing like the Beast Slayer and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I mean they bring Brock Lesnar,
the King Slayer, the whole, all that mumbo jumbo, and I was more into. I was always a SmackDown guy. Raw was mid. It was all right, you know. I mean,
do you have the sentiment now?
I love Raw. I
cool.
absolutely love Raw, but I do still love SmackDown a little bit more. I do look forward because then it's like, ooh, what do I want to see every week? You know.
Yeah.
But anyways, main event dream matches. Hear me out. Okay. R-Truth, the main event. Listen, okay. Let me just get this out the way. Dude, you're laughing now, but R-Truth is a main event guy. How old is he right now? How old is he right now? Answer this.
40, 50 something.
And he could do a split and get up just like I tried doing a split.
So
you saw how that went.
Did you see when Truth before WWE was in TNA?
Yes, man.
Do you see how he's not? Do you see how that guy has not aged?
He has not. He looks exactly the same. And I'm
it's insane.
It boggles my mind. I'm like, it's like, dude, R-Truth, man. Remember when he was a heel?
Yeah.
He was like crazy in the head. Honestly, that could have worked with the Judgment Day. I always argued that. I'm like, listen, it would have worked. It would have, because his outfits were similar to the Judgment Days. If you look back, heel Truth could have been something in the Judgment Day. Now, granted, seeing where the Judgment Day is today, I don't really.
See, when R-Truth turned heel in 2011, I was actually live in attendance when he turned heel.
Oh, yo, actually.
So I was actually legit front row, but I was like second behind front row. But because I was a little teeny tiny kid, because it was like I was 10 years old, I'm like teeny tiny.
Well, he attacked John Morrison, right? That's when he turned heel.
It was in the UK.
I did not know that was in the UK. Wow.
Yeah, because they used to do this stupid thing with Raw. They just put UK banners on the Raw. It was like the thing.
Oh yeah, watch me look back and see that. Yeah, for real. No, but hear me out though. Like R-Truth, he could move, and it boggles my mind that notice how most of the match he'd be dominating. Like if you look back at an R-Truth match, he dominates most of the match. He's not like John Cena, no offense, moping around just like you know. R-Truth is kicking, he's moving, he's flipping. At that age, how long can you keep him doing that? I feel like he should be put in the main event spot once more. Even if he was a funny character. I mean, look, they gave him the U.S. title. He's a multi-time 24/7 champion. In fact, you know what? R-Truth is the only man to say that he's held more title wins than Ric Flair. The record's already beat. It's just not official. The record is technically beat. And it's beat with this belt right here. Do you think that should count?
Sorry, I'm also texting because I'm like a ding or a friend situation. Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. But you think that should count? That R-Truth should beat Ric Flair's record just to get out the way?
He always technically has. He's like a 48 24/7 champion, isn't he?
He actually won 51 titles in total his whole career in WWE.
Technically, he's beat Ric Flair's record.
Yeah,
he beat everyone's record.
He beat that thing at least like 5 times or something. So technically, Ric Flair's record's already been beaten. Now, unless they're talking about world title wins, I can't say that then. No.
I think Cena should end his career winning the 16-time world championship and retire on that.
Isn't he tied with Ric Flair or?
Yeah, but like actually, I got the wrong number. But beat that record. He ends his career beating the record. When
he have to win 2 times or 1 time?
No, he's like 16. So in Ric Flair's 16. If he's tied.
Yeah, what that man. Wow, this is an R-Truth themed podcast. Let's talk about it. I just realized that. So
viewers, here's a tip. How you will ask maybe if we get famous one day. I was like, how do you set up your podcast? We just don't. we just press record.
Just press record and that's it. Yeah, we just go on with it, man. If you enjoy the ride, just you know. Also,
I like how we also talking about this and we haven't even uploaded the first episode.
We will. I said Wednesday. You know, every Wednesday I'm going to upload. I might end up doing twice a week. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Just so we could at least get this on the field, and then we could go back to 1 week, just so you know. That was a pilot episode. That wasn't the actual. Yeah, an hour pilot, right? That's great. There you go, an hour pilot.
Oh,
Yeah.
now it's not enough. It's 2 hours.
Now this is the first episode. This is the actual. Totally wasn't talking about cruiserweight wrestling, controversial cruiserweights, Slimmy Jimmy, come back.
Don't realize we also had tag belts, so we're tag champions.
Let's get. Hold up. We are unofficial tag team champions.
AJ, you know what's weird? I looked to me a couple of my championship belts, and it's already there.
Yo, that's crazy. We are unofficial tag team champions. It's funny because tomorrow we're going to fight in a no holds barred match. So you don't have a tag partner. I don't have a tag partner. These were unsanctioned, right?
These are like... break it to you. Adam Ace is a lone wolf. Fuck you.
You have a tag belt. I don't want to hear you're a lone wolf. What are you, Xavier Woods? What's going on? Dude, real quick, shout out to King Woods. He'll always be King Woods to me, man.
Where did I read that like someone was talking about a plan where it was like they originally going to turn New Day heel and make them like a Mad King New Day thing?
Hold up.
Did you hear about that?
Hey, we want some New Day. Hey, we want some New Day. Hey, we want some.
All right, I'm sorry. My bad.
Did you hear about that? They were originally planning to turn him heel when he won the King of the Ring.
What? No way.
I've read somewhere. Like, obviously, it's rumors. Like, I want to say this to viewers now. Anything you read online.
They also said the same thing with Big E and Kofi Kingston when they won the world title, and that never happened. Because, like, realistically, have you ever seen someone from a tag team win a world title and then still with their partner? No, you don't see that. So it's easy to make that assumption.
Let me address this for you because it happens so much on Twitter. Because I'm so much on Twitter. Follow Lone Wolf TD01 if you want to go on
not it. The Twitter.
Listen, this is how you want to believe a rumor. If the wrestler or agent or anyone in the wrestling business confirms the rumor, then it's true. If it's not confirmed and it's denied, then you can't say, "Oh, this rumor about the wrestler that's just denied the rumor is bullshitting."
Right.
Because it happens too fucking often.
Dude, I feel like the whole King Woods thing was cut too short, man. I felt like it was really popular and it was great for what it was. Plus, Queen Selena, respect to her. She's my favorite. I even have a signed photo from Queen Selena herself.
I met Selena, to be fair.
I'm freaking jealous, man. Why are you giving me all my favorite wrestlers? Meanwhile, I'm over here freaking... I would be in attendance, but I've never met a wrestler physically.
So I mean, no.
So Ellsworth, that's it.
Yeah. So when I met Selena, it was at WWE World, and it was just a photo op. It basically photo ops is where you walk up to the wrestler, you say hello, nice to meet you, maybe say something if you want to say something, and then take a photo, and then go to the next person.
Yeah, that's basically what I meant. You know.
Yeah.
I'm not just. That would be creepy, just to go up to a random. Just imagine, like. That happened to Sonya Deville, I think. Sonya had a stalker, right?
Yeah. Did you? What was it? Do you think that the New Day is going to break up because of the whole Cross feud?
I really don't know now because apparently Odyssey Jones is out the picture. I don't know if that's true or not.
This is the thing though. People are pointing out that Woods was jealous because Kofi replaced him. So now there's no Odyssey. So what happens to the story?
Maybe they just go back to listen. I don't know if this is just me, but I think the New Day has sadly died off a little bit. Notice how they're not wearing goofy attires. Notice how they're not doing all this crazy stuff like they used to.
People are thinking
now they're just a regular tag team.
People are thinking Woods is turning because there's been the little seeds planted.
Dude, Woods has been a babyface most of his career. Okay. I can't picture him as a heel, and I've followed Woods' career. I think he's turned heel once, but that was very brief.
No, so
the Tacos, the Funkasaurus.
He turned heel. He turned heel during New Day's first run.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay, brain farting. Yes, the New Day's first run initially was heels
because they got hated.
You remember what The Rock did to the New Day though? That was crazy.
when The Rock used to come back and just savage everyone that was in that ring. Oof. You know. Also carrying the double belts now.
I thought you were a lone wolf. Why you have a tag team title in your shoulder, huh?
It's with myself.
You remind me of the whole Team Hell No thing. I'm the tag team champions.
No, I'm the tag team champion.
champions. Dude, that's not how that works. What?
So question: Are we gonna review No Mercy then?
I would love to, for sure. You know what? I think we should go in order. Let's talk about Bash in Berlin.
Okay.
Someplace you're near, right? So
I could have gone. I could have gone if I didn't have like all in that week and I had so much booked because I could have taken like a flight.
Yeah, All In, dude. It was a good. Honestly, I'm not even an AEW guy, and I say All In was a better choice. No, not crapping on WWE at all, as you clearly see. Slimmy Jimmy, come back.
So it's
Sorry.
like AEW's, I think, in the position where it's like there's no long-term storytelling in it. I love AEW, but it's like there's sometimes where it's just a bit like some of it's a bit. Do you know what I mean? Because there's sometimes just like let's throw in a match and that will get us anywhere.
Yeah, they're just okay. When it comes to dream matches, AEW takes the cake. When it comes to high quality matches, TNA takes the cake. When it comes to storytelling, WWE takes the cake. All these companies, they're good at one thing better than the other, right?
Yeah.
Like, by the way, shout out to Steve Macklin, Big W. I don't want to spoil anything.
Also mention his wife is in AEW as well, Deonna Purrazzo.
Yes, Deonna Purrazzo. Dude, she was in WWE at one point. It was very brief, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to skip back. Best thing about wrestling. There's so much to talk about, but let's talk about. We're here to review. In fact, I think I could do a tier list on this thing.
Can you give me a tier list? Can we do it?
Yeah, let me get it set up. Let me get it set up. Until then, we can talk about.
We should do that on WWE and TNA stars as well, like just in general.
Dude,
which we rate.
I did that once, but I forgot to record it. The whole WWE roster, 2 hours. I'm sitting there.
Should we not do better and just do that?
That would. Nah, let's just review the pay-per-view and then maybe after we could do it, like pre-bake some stuff, and whatnot.
At least it gives us a sort of format than just off the cuff of like, oh, do you remember about this one?
Imagine fumbling your first match though. That couldn't be me, man. I can't believe. Could you imagine that happening to someone?
What fumbling first match? I think matches. If it's your first match, it's going to be inevitable because you're not going to get perfect. You know what I mean? You're going to be green as grass.
The Prince of the Cruiserweights says, "Well, I'm not the Prince of the Cruiserweights right now." But like,
so are you trying to be Neville?
No, he's the king of the. That's why I changed. Notice how my promo changed earlier on Instagram. I was like, "Oh, I am the king of the cruiserweights," and then I completely forgot about Neville. I saw a Neville post not long after when he attacked. Who did he attack?
Rich Swann. Oh yes. No, it wasn't Rich Swann. I thought you meant when he turned heel. When was this?
He attacked someone not long ago after I made that promo, and then I was just like, ooh.
Will Ospreay?
Yeah, he attacked Will, and that was after I shoot that promo. I saw on Instagram. I was like, I shoot another promo. Notice how I say Prince of the Cruiserweights? The Prince of the Cruiserweights. I'm like, oh boy, no. No, I'm sorry. I can't take that from Neville. He was truly the king of the Cruiserweights.
All right, let's do his tier list.
Yeah, I'm still searching for it. I'm just stalling right now.
Where do we think this Rascals feud is going with Wesley? Do you think it's over?
Well, they're having me feud with the longest reigning cruiserweight champion.
No. NXT Rascals feud. Wesley, Trey Miguel, and Zachary Wentz.
Sorry, I had to. Dude, maybe we could see a TNA match between Wesley versus Zachary Wentz
for the X Division title.
Yes, sir.
Some part of me should have been like, get Wesley like, oh, you should bring back the cruiserweight title just one night and do a X Division versus cruiserweight title match.
I would love to see that, man. I'm all for cruiserweight wrestling.
But to be fair, X Division is basically cruiserweights. Let's be fair.
Yeah, but they always say, "Ooh, no limits." Once in a while, they put in a big guy like Samoa Joe. He was a 2-time X Division champion, which I was kind of like, why? Why are you here?
It's
You
like making
can't handle the big boys, so you just,
it's like making Abyss the X Division champion.
Okay, you see the screen sharing?
Yeah.
All right.
I thought my computer bugged out for a second. I got really like, what the fuck?
Okay, screen sharing is now. There was only 5 matches. Like it's pretty easy to rank. But we're going to do this first so you can see me right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first match, the opening match, which I was very surprised was the opening match. I thought they were going to go with the women's tag champs because
Well,
usually they're the openers.
It kind of makes sense. Put Cody's the opener because that's going to get the most ovation. You can't put him main event because it's Gunther's hometown. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah. So Cody KO match. We're going to break it down. What we thought. We got best, amazing. I think amazing should be above best. But
so I like the story of I want to preface this because people have been like, "Oh, you don't know wrestling psychology." It's like, dude, this is just an opinion. It's subjective. If you hated a match, good for you.
It wasn't a bad match.
It was a good match, but what I'm saying is people get so offended over nothing. So I'm just like, it's good to just say that once. I like the feud. I like what was going. I like the idea of like Cody being like, "What the fuck?" Is like, do I trust Kevin because he's turned on so many people? And I like the match. I don't know if they're gonna be able to heel turn because like there was a few times in a match where he considered like apron power bombing Cody or like doing some like bad cheat moves. I like the
He was
story.
really fighting it. I thought he was going to break. At the end, I thought he was going to give Cody a stunner.
I thought that too.
He's going to stun the crap out of him.
But I'm like, if you think about stories, like how are you going to make sense of it? Why would Kevin turn
I
on
was
it?
just thinking that. Like, sorry, but like, think about it. They already have this whole bloodline thing going on, right?
Yeah.
Imagine now KO is backstabbing. Cody's going to have to pull off a Homelander over here, man.
Yeah, but then also think about if they're planning to do the Randy feud, and then you have Kevin turn on him, then Randy turn on him. He doesn't have a lot of allies left. Then Solo goes in with the bloodline, and he's all alone.
Basically, yeah, I don't think they're going to let that happen.
I know. I was just imagining. I would put Cody and Kevin in a good or amazing. What do you think?
Well, let me break down the match. The match was great. There was a lot of good spots. There was a lot of good. As terms of a match, I'd say it was a great match. There was a lot of moments where it's like, oh my gosh, I literally got off my seat for. It didn't mess up.
My only thing is Kevin took 2 crossroads, went into immediate stunner, and didn't sell the 2 crossroads.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wouldn't say that ruined it, but now that you mentioned it, it kind of downgraded.
It's not really though. It's like it's such a small thing, but like I get why legends like say it's like a lot of the art of wrestling of selling is like kind of fizzled out a little bit.
It's not a best match, but like, would you watch it again?
Yes.
If so, it would be considered amazing. I think I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that in best category. By the way, people are crapping on Cody Rhodes' towel reign. I love it.
Can I ask an unrelated question? Because I just thought about when was the last time the tag titles were defended on pay-per-view? That was not the women's tag titles. WrestleMania.
Dang, it has been that long.
I thought about it because like every tag title match is usually like before the pay-per-view.
No, wait, no, well. Yeah, you're right.
Judgment Day tag champions. I bet I don't remember defending them. Other than maybe Awesome Truth.
Dude, the Awesome Truth I enjoy. Now, obviously, I might be biased here, but they defended those every 2 weeks or on a weekly basis.
Because
I
R-Truth was a
enjoyed
fucking
the Awesome
idiot.
Truth.
Yes.
As I'm wearing R-Truth merch.
Yes.
I mean, I enjoyed their title reign. Later on, I'd like to make a video based off their title reign, but we're not here to talk about that. I'd say, yeah, you're right. They need to do some pay-per-view stuff. Make tag team great again. You know,
Yeah.
you are a lone wolf.
Just like
Hey,
look at
man.
the NXT right now. The tag titles defended more than the fucking main titles on the pay-per-views. Oh, sorry, PLEs.
Yeah, the Awesome Truth was the tag team champions I admire. And remember when Cody and Jay, I'm going to go off a little spin here, when they were tag team champions?
Yeah.
I'll argue this to the end. They were the greatest tag team defender wise because they defended it a lot. Their matches were great. It was so short though. I was like, dang, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. But for me, it gets an amazing. What do you think?
Amazing.
All right. Now we got the women's tag titles, the hot potato of the women's division, the hottest potato. Pretty much, I'm pretty sure it has more switches than the 24/7 title. That's crazy. We got Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, or as Michael Cole pronounces it, Blanca Belair versus.
I'm gonna give a controversial opinion. I feel like I don't really have interest in the women's tag titles. I don't know.
I mean, I don't either, but I do whenever Jade and Bianca have it. Because I feel like they bring so much to it more than others do. Because there's not really a real women's tag team. They're starting to do a lot of women trios now. Maybe they should consider a women's trio title. I don't know, but I don't think it's doing it.
Also, what the fuck happened to Blair Davenport? Because wasn't she with the Unholy Union?
I didn't notice that. Yeah, she wasn't there.
When do you think she had a role in that match?
She is from the UK too. You would have thought she would have interfered or did something. What happened to her?
I don't know. To be honest. Because what do you
It's
do
an
with the
unholy
Union?
union, man. But what's up?
I was gonna ask where you put the match.
There was a lot of great spots. And I think it was an amazing match in my opinion. Now, I could be biased because the winners, obviously, but the match was like a non-stop action. There wasn't no one slacking, no one laying on the ground. That's why I would look at the match. Now, I know I'm not a wrestler yet. I am training to be one, but obviously people get tired. I get it. You know, a lot of spots you want to film most of the time. It's like a Raw episode, you know, you film most of the time with ads and commercials and replays.
And it's 3 fucking hours, which is bullshit to this day.
Yeah, for real. I hope they do better with SmackDown. But the point is, in terms of a match, I think it was a good match. Would I watch it again? Maybe if WWE released a playlist on the whole title reign of Bianca Jade, maybe. But just as a match in general,
they weren't really super long or memorable to make a playlist, to be honest.
I'm like later on though. But
yeah,
as terms of a match,
let's put it good.
I don't know. It was a good match. It wasn't a bad match at all. It was an okay match, but it was a good match. Now let's talk about this where Drew McIntyre, he thinks he's slick. Someone pointed out Drew McIntyre put the bracelet in his crotch. And CM Punk is making out with the bracelet and taking a long sniff.
I love Drew's heel character because I feel like it's just he's a hypocrite. I like it's just like he justified his whole meaning behind it. It's like I don't know.
Watch him at Raw say, "Hey, you were all up on that bracelet. Remember what I did to it."
I've heard a rumor. I think this is going to lead to a trilogy: Punk versus Drew, Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell.
I could see it.
And that's how you end the feud.
It could be an I Quit match too, because think about it, the draft is next door, right? It's the season. So if the draft, let's say, you know, they did this I Quit match, you know, they could have one of them quit for a good minute, then one of them gets drafted into another brand. So that could also be the case. As far as match goes, rivalry, I give it a 10 out of 10 personally. I liked it a lot. I enjoyed it. The last 2 weeks were lackluster though. But other than that, the feud was great. You know, I really thought it was going to be Seth versus Drew, but boy, was I wrong.
But Seth's taking time off again
Well,
because he's not getting injuries.
I can imagine why. You know, totally not like he got crushed by a giant meteor, right?
True. I would
Totally.
put Punk vs Drew on amazing, maybe even best. Maybe.
Well, let's
amazing.
just talk about it. Strap match. I don't remember that being the rule for a strap match where they have to press the button. Didn't they do that with Umaga? I don't remember.
They did it for a lot of matches. I think it varies in terms of the match type, but I think I personally don't like the idea of touching four corners match. Am I the only one?
I think it's a bit off, and I think there's many opportunities to do it, and I think it was.
It
I
reminds
like
me.
the stipulation.
Go on.
Sorry.
It reminds me of like I think about it as like dumb match types. It's like the reverse battle royal on TNA. Do you ever hear about that?
I don't think so.
So it's a literal. So people fight outside of the ring. They go inside of the ring. They have to fight to get inside of the ring, but most of the time they have to pretend, oh, I can't get inside of the ring. You have to look it up. It's so dumb.
That was a real thing in TNA. I have never in my life heard that before.
Type when you're done with this podcast. Type TNA reverse battle royale. It's stupid.
No. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
So because it's choreographed, right? They fight on the outside of the ring. They have to get inside the ring to, I think, like pin to eliminate them, right? And I can't remember like that specifically unless they throw them back out. And it's like, but the half the time they're like on cue, so it's like, oh, we have to get in at this specific point. So like, but they have to pretend to try and get in the ring without getting in the ring.
Me personally, I would just slide in the ring. I'm not.
Legitimately.
Who was even in that match? Like, was it good people or just jobbers?
No, I can't remember, but because they done more than one of that match type.
Never in my life I want to see that.
Oh, real.
But as far as match goes, would I watch it again? Yeah, I feel like I would. I think it was a bit long though, but there was definitely a lot of good spots in it. I think it's a historical match because I think they're doing this thing where CM Punk, strap matches are his thing because he's done some in AEW. Correct me if I'm wrong, right?
That's one thing I recommend you should watch with Punk in AEW is the Punk MJF feud.
Yeah.
It like legitimate. So yeah, the idea of the story ends in that is MJF and Maxwell Jacob Freeman was a long time CM Punk fan. He like there's a photo of him when he was young with CM Punk, and it's the idea that when he left in WWE in 2014 that he created a monster, hence Maxwell Jacob Freeman. And it's a really good feud. Punk has gone.
Considering and watching that, actually, I'm not gonna lie with you.
Punk has gone out and said, out of everything he's done in AEW, that is the best feud and storyline he did there.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah. Because people compare it with the Punk and Drew feud right now.
Okay, so
okay, back to Berlin.
Yeah. The one thing I'm going to remember is the fact that CM Punk was making out with the bracelet. Keep in mind, Drew had that thing in his crotch the whole match. That was funny.
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think. Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking putting it in best, but keep in mind, I haven't been watching wrestling long enough to see a CM Punk match. Drew McIntyre, though, I've definitely been watching a lot.
I would find the match amazing. What do you think? Did I completely interrupt you? Sorry.
I'm thinking amazing. It has potential to be best, though.
It does. Should we just put best?
Oh, yeah. We're probably going to anger some people, but it's the wrestling community. Who cares?
And this is what I say to people. If you're going to get mad at a subjective opinion, that's our opinion. You have your opinion. That is okay. Shut the fuck up.
Now, Dom Rhea. Okay, I said that wrong. The Terror Twins take on the Slutty Buddies and Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan, aka the sloppy second himself,
Bro, that
Mysterio.
that pot when fucking Rhea started beating Domino, right? That was insane.
Yeah.
Do.
As far as match goes, a lot of great spots. A lot. It was like nonstop action. Obviously, the Judgment Day getting involved. You know, they still won. But I feel like it was my favorite match of the night. I will say that. But
Well, I thought Gunther vs Randy was.
Yeah, we're getting there. Watch me change my opinion as soon as we get there. I say because of the spots and because of that storyline. Well, we can't put it above. We have to go with amazing. We can't just put it above a strap match and KO and Cody, right?
Yeah.
The strap match was a okay match. It just had a great stipulation, you know.
But added to the feud and the story that was being built.
Yeah. As far as the mixed gender match, it's not often we see mixed gender matches on, let alone on a pay-per-view, right?
Mhm.
Which I really enjoyed. I would totally watch this again. I'd probably watch it again a few times. For me, this might be a hot take. And this comes a lot because I think Dominic's kind of overrated. As a wrestler, as a storyteller, he's pretty good. So the Slutty Buddies versus the Terror Twins, I think it's the best.
Sure. It's better there. I'm cool with that.
You're cool with that?
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right.
Now
Now my favorite match.
Stop subjects real quick. I got something to show you because I finally found this. See, I have the tag belt, right? I have the world title belt, and I am the United States champion.
Oh, get the frick! You know what? I got the $1 million title. It's right there.
I got the belt of your country, bitch.
Well,
Where's
I
the
mean,
UK
I'm
belt?
Hispanic. I'm Latino, buddy.
Yeah, but you're in America. That's my point.
Freaking dumb.
All right, now back to the tier list.
Over here bragging. The other hot take: the current United States Championship is the best looking championship of the United States. I'm done. All right, moving on. Fuck John Cena.
I'm trying to put 3 belts on my fucking shoulder.
Dude, I'd have 5 belts if I put the fake 24/7 title on. You know what? Watch this. I am the undisputed. Okay, undisputed.
To be fair with this belt,
24/7.
cool. But to be fair with this belt, I only found this belt. This belt is small as shit.
Dude, yeah, I got like 4 toy belts and 2 real belts. But look, I am the undisputed 24/7 champion. Look at this.
Jobber. Yeah, I don't need to look at Jobber. Thank you.
Undisputed jobber. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Better than Cody wrote. Nah, I'm playing.
Wow.
Wow.
Bro, doing the world live is, I don't know, I have so much fun when you do like the whoa, like actual whoa.
Yeah, I have fun doing that. I would literally yell whoa in my room whenever they have, and people, my parents would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it."
I remember going things live and be like, I just want to do these things live. I want to do the Cody Rhodes World live. I want to see Rock live. And I've done all that. And then some AEW stuff, which is a bit unrelated.
Have you ever had the urge to hit a WWE pose in public and you're just like, dude, it'd be so weird if I did? And sometimes I actually do it. Like literally
in the gym, I did a LA Night. They're like, huh? Like, dude, one time, so you know Dave Bautista's entrance
Yeah.
in school. When I was in school, this is 12th grade we're talking about. I'll completely nowhere up the street. The freaking hallway. It was so, I wasn't even a Batista fan.
As much as we want to fantasize about a past, should we finish our tier list?
Oh man. On Randy and Gunther.
I love that match.
Absolutely loved it. Favorite match.
Easily.
I genuinely thought, now most world championship matches you could predict who's going to win. But this one made me genuinely feel like Randy was actually going to win, especially when he actually hit.
AJ, do you think they're dumb enough to make Gunther lose the world title at the same time?
No, at the time of watching. Like, because he hit Gunther with that RKO, and I was like, oh my gosh, Gunther really looked out of it. Now, the way he won, chef's kiss, dominant. Putting the Viper to sleep was the best way to do it.
Also, I found a solution for my titles.
Funny.
Put it around my neck.
That's what's good. But I think this is the one heck of a way to start a title reign, though. This would definitely jumpstart Gunther's reign.
Also, that is a counter argument to like you saying, "Oh, it was unpredictable." Do you really think, with all the long reigns Gunther's had over the years, he would lose it in the first month of his championship reign?
Well, I'm talking about like at the moment of watching because it sounds
Okay.
good. Randy Orton, 15-time world champion.
That's how they make you feel.
They did that with Rey Mysterio, where he won the title, and then the night of, Cena folded him. Cena, you remember that, right?
Yes.
Cena folded his ass. I was like,
You weren't even watching wrestling at that point.
or even Kofi Kingston. Like, Kofi had a meaningful reign. Brock Lesnar, 5 seconds. Anything can happen in wrestling. Never say never.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I say about like when I went to WrestleMania this year. Is like, because I watched wrestling in 2010, I grew up on Cena and The Rock. So imagine my reaction when Cena and The Rock are staying in the ring at the main event of WrestleMania 40 when I'm seeing that live.
Absolute aura.
I'm standing there like, I grew up on this rivalry. How am I standing here live as they stand in this fucking ring?
The Rock squashed Cena though with one rock.
Yes.
Anyways, for me,
best.
I'm putting it in best.
Best. Easily.
Definitely. Now, out of these two matches, you think Gunther versus Randy was better, or the Slutty Buddies versus the Terror Twins?
Getting first Randy Bell.
Okay, bet. We're going to put that right in front of there. Now,
which I know you'll say that.
Which one of these two you think was better, Cody and Kevin, or CM and Drew?
CM Drew.
Sure?
It had a long-term feud, and I felt like it was a bit more impactful because Cody and Kevin was built in a few weeks.
So,
I like both matches. So, gone.
So, this is our tier list for Bash at Berlin. We're about to do a No Mercy one.
Also, remember, if you want to make your own tier list and out of your opinion, don't get mad at us. This is our opinion.
Yeah, this is what we think. This is how we review. If you don't like it, guess what? The 24/7 title was more prestigious than the World Heavyweight title.
AJ, like the reason I keep saying this is, do you realize how many times someone gives an opinion and everyone's like, "You are not a wrestling fan"?
Oh yeah, that's why I say anything in my. Have you seen my Twitch streams, dude? I will say the dumbest stuff on purpose just to rile people up. Like James Ellsworth should have beat AJ Styles for the World Heavyweight title.
Fuck that. There's a reason he turned heel. No one liked him.
Hold up. I'm trying to like.
Also, should I mention that I watched a little bit of your James Ellsworth interview?
What do you think? Did you actually like it or what?
I liked it, but am I the only one that like? I don't know. Maybe I got the wrong impression, but James Ellsworth was distracted in that interview.
No, he definitely seemed like he was. Yeah,
he was like this. It's like, Yeah. So like we're doing a story while looking this direction. Where's that camera? We're looking over
He
here.
even admit in the middle of it that he was watching a baseball game.
Well, great interview. Sorry, James Ellsworth. No offense.
Well, interviews you should give your. You know what? I think he answered all my questions. In my opinion, I think it was. Plus, it was my first one, so it was all right.
See, if I was going to do an interview, like the best interviews I find are not the ones trying to get a scoop. They like want to ask, like they just talk to him like we're talking now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, example, Chris Van Vliet, like someone I watch all the fucking time. He's such a good
Oh,
interviewer.
dude, same man.
Did you also know I met him?
Chris Van Vliet.
I got a photo of him. I'll send my post to you on Instagram. Oh, actually, I'll just send it because it's on my main account. Actually, I can just send a photo while I'm talking about.
There is no mercy.
It was the
thing.
same place where I met like Matt Cardona, Brian Myers, Rikishi, and all that shit. Which I should mention. I met Brian Myers.
Bad today.
Legitimately, though, Chris Van Vliet, that is such a cool dude.
Dude, he seems like one.
Like I was just like, I watch all your fucking interviews.
We could do one based off of Belt's beauty. No, these are
Yeah.
the old belts.
Here, look on Insta.
All right. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to like not show my notifications. There you go. Do not disturb. There we go. I seriously cannot find an NXT one on here. Wow. Huh.
Interesting.
Well, it looks like you're not going to see a tier rank on that yet. Probably give it like a day or two. Yeah, probably. Get rowdy. Batalu, Shotang. You think hold up. By the way, I have someone who's interested in joining the podcast.
Cool. I'm down.
He's another wrestling fan. I've known this man for like 6 years. Yeah, 6 years.
Who is he?
His name's Angelo. Now he's funny. The way he says Gunther's intro, you would totally laugh your ass off, dude. The Ring General. Yo, Chris Van Vliet. Yo, that's actually sick. All right, chat. Look at this. Look at this. It's legit. Shout out to Chris. Chrissy boy.
So for WrestleMania weekend, I went to WrestleCon where it was like where you meet all these people, right?
Yeah.
And I saw on the thing, I don't want to say it in a bad way, but because I watched those interviews, they had a list of everyone that's there. And one said Chris Van Vliet, and I'm like, when am I gonna get the chance to meet this fucking guy? When? I'm gonna hunt this guy down and be like, I gotta meet him. And legitimately, I was surprised. We were the same height. I was like, oh bloody hell.
What the heck?
What?
I was just scrolling to look at wrestling news, see what we talk about. Look what post at Matt Cardona.
What does it say? Because it's a bit bright.
Yeah, it's just like Matt Cardona. My dog peed on herself, so I put her in the pool. Then she shit in the pool.
Yeah.
Kind of from Fightful Select. Wow. Remember when MJF did that? The wrestling news. At one point it was like WrestleCo. He's like, because they were talking about how the whole Tama Tonga shirt looks similar to his. So he said, you know what? Put this in wrestling news. I just shit myself today. No. That's not what I said. It's like MJF said, I took a shit today. I don't know why I'm freaking. Literally, that was a wrestling news co. I took a shit today.
from MJF. That was the whole wrestling news.
Mhm.
I'm like, wow, that's some good news right there, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, Odyssey Jones actually did get pulled off. Wow. Why? That is weird.
But like before continuing story though, that's the weird part. Is it actually reported by like actual sources that he got released?
No, the wrestling news didn't say yet.
Okay, let's get off our phones. We're on. Wait, have we finished our podcast? Oh no, we haven't. It's because I pressed OK because I got so used to seeing messages. That's bugged me.
Yeah.
But let's make a rule. Let's not be on our phones because then who wants to watch a podcast where we're all looking at our phones?
You're right. Yeah, totally.
I agree with that. So the review on NXT No Mercy. Let's talk about it. Winnie Chu should have won. I'm sorry. Every time Kalani Jones is feuding with someone, it's someone I want to win. It's like the whole Seth Rollins title reign.
That's my first time watching Kelly Jordan because like I watch NXT very on and off. I have not watched it frequently.
Yeah,
That's
it's
legit.
I mean, the pay-per-view is great. Ethan Page and Joe Hendry.
I wanted Joe Hendry to win. I did.
You know, I easily could. I don't know if it was just me, but I easily known he wasn't actually going to win. Because, like, Jordan Grace, I thought she was going to win, right?
True.
It very seemed like she was going to win. But Joe Hendry just felt, I don't know, there's something that felt like it. But they even when Trick Williams was special guest rep, I thought Joe it'd be something if he did win. But I felt like he wasn't really going to win. They're going to pull something clearly because they don't pull the trigger on over guys, you know?
Hold on. We got to talk about the elephant in the room, but No Mercy. Julia.
I don't know who that is. I saw her. I was like, ooh, okay,
Yeah.
nice.
I just know she's a big deal. And I was there live when she got introduced in the crowd with Vinny Regal. So, yeah. Show off.
Of course you freaking were, man.
You know, when do I have a moment? I'm about to go do a pay-per-view next week, I think.
There you go.
And that's it. Like, I've been to 3 SmackDowns and I've interviewed a wrestler.
Well, I'm about to do a aggressive Jacob Fatu impression.
Listen, if you want to do a 2-person interview and bring another wrestler, we can do that. But you have to pay for them, don't you?
Yeah, I paid $70 for James Ellsworth.
$70, fucking hell.
That's the cheapest one, dude. Wrestlers aren't cheap, man.
Yeah, to be fair, I wouldn't blame them. They would need to get paid for the money.
Yeah. Hold on.
Dude.
I have the belt upside down. Over here. Oh, wait, now I'm doing a Jacob Fatu impression.
It's just every time the Bloodline does a promo, it's just Jacob Fatu's in the background, like.
So no, I love you. Give me that title.
Oh wait, no, I was gonna ask this originally. How do we feel about Rich Holland turning on Andre Chase and Chase U?
Best freaking thing I've ever saw. Everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, no!" I'm over here cheering my ass off, like, what? I'm over here not even cheering, laughing my ass off because, dude, if y'all didn't see that coming, you have issues. Rich Holland and Chase U. It wasn't gonna last long, man.
No. I personally, I'm gonna give a controversial opinion, and this is only because like I've only watched the pay-per-view and not watched NXT frequently. I don't get Chase U. I don't know.
Wait, hold up. Okay, listen. Andre Chase as a character in singles, I think he's cool. As an entertainer, yes, but as a whole team and faction, I don't know. I don't really see him as a faction, man.
So like, NXT
They won the titles and they lost.
I say this because I feel so bad because I did meet Andre Chase.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm like, didn't you meet the guy? You're over here talking shit.
Listen, I was like, there were some points where I got in the queue, and because like a Dota world, there's so many people, you'll be standing in the queue for an hour to meet like one person, right? There was a point I was standing in the queue. You had like Ilya Dragunov, you had Karine Cross in there, and I'm like, and then they went off, and I'm like,
You know what? Isn't NXT supposed to be a developmental system?
it
Do you
is.
realistically see Chase U in Raw or SmackDown?
No.
That's the thing. It
So,
works
but-
for NXT.
So when I was at Stand Deliver, that 6-woman tag, it was like one of the Andre Chase girl, right? And it was teaming with someone like she was feuding with like she was from Toxic Attraction, and it's like I just looked at her, I was like, in the promos, I was like, I just find her annoying.
My mom, I watched NXT with my mom. I used to watch it with her on the weekly. She thought she was also annoying.
Yeah, I don't know, like I don't mean ill will.
Like, dude, stop, please.
You know, like you ever look at gimmick, not gimmick. I'm not saying this with Chase. I just thought it's stuff random, so it's not do Chase you. It's like I remember like looking back at gimmicks. It's like if you look at the impersonator gimmicks, you remember like the wrestlers like Kurzak or that came out like Hulk Hogan. Wait, oh, you weren't there for that, were you?
Oh no.
So they used to do gimmicks where like you have this jobber wrestler coming out to like Hulk Hogan's theme music wearing Hulk Hogan gimmick.
I remember Dolph Ziggler did something similar where every week he'll just show up as another wrestler.
But
Like,
that's-
remember that when Dolph
Yeah.
Ziggler was trying to get through the fans? He showed up as Naomi at one point.
But like, but it's a general wrestling gimmick. Impersonating wrestlers is not a long-term gimmick. That's like a death sentence gimmick.
Yeah.
Because how can you do a like actual storyline with a guy who just impersonates other wrestlers?
I mean, unless you're in a mime or something like that, you know.
Yeah. God. I like how we
Yeah.
keep going off the cuff.
Okay. All right, there we go. We're just gonna rank the whole pay per view, man. Like, I have a 1 out of a 10. Now, what would you say this NXT pay per view was? We didn't even talk about it. Let's give it a rank.
8.
I give it a 9. I like it. I liked it a lot. My only thing is every time Roxanne Perez feuds with someone, we want her to lose the title to that someone because Roxanne's already over.
Yeah.
We got Lola Vice. We got Jada Parker. Dude. Jordan Grace. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's this whole Roxanne? What is it? What we do? No hate to Roxanne Perez. I watched her day one since she was in WWE.
Am I the only one that's like looking at the roster now? It's like, how are you going to book Oba Femi on the main roster?
I mean, they could do what they're doing with Gunther.
Yeah, no, but then look at the roster. Then you got so many unstoppable monsters. You got Bronson,
Braun
you got
Strowman versus
Gunther.
Oba Femi.
You got Bronson, you got Gunther. You got not really Strowman. You got what? You got the White Six. You have Oba Femi. You have Bron Breakker. I probably haven't said that. Yeah, I think that's it. That's like 11 monsters.
You know what? Who I do think is going to be good in the main roster? Trick Willie. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Say it.
He's fucking it. Whoop that
What?
trick. Whoop that trick.
Yeah.
Whoop that. God.
I like it. Oh yeah, man. Trick Willie. Booker T is great on commentary.
All right. I got another subject now.
Shuggy Duggy Quack Quack.
Any Raw predictions?
Okay.
Change subjects because I think we ranked NXT now.
I'm about to say I have to look at the post to see what's going on in Raw. I know there's
IC
like
tournament.
I don't even remember what's on tonight's card.
I saw it on Instagram. We know Odyssey's out the picture. We know Bronson Reed's out the picture. A lot
Because
has
it's Bash
changed.
and Burn and Fall Out, so
Who you think is going to challenge Gunther next? Because Randy, they show just respect. So it's not going to be Randy.
who could be a good challenge though? Because Sami Zayn is he's getting like stem cell at the moment, so like you can't have Sami. He also lost to Braun like twice now. So would it be realistic? No.
No, Sammy and Jay have a tag team opportunity match.
True. That's
so
true.
It can't be Sammy. It would make sense if it
Or
was.
Jay, because he's going for you, Braun, a little bit.
Let me think.
Oh wait. Now I don't think this is going to be a like pay-per-view match, but CM Punk's probably going to confront Gunther because after Drew's match, he said he was done with Punk. He's going for the world title next.
But that Drew might just ambush him out of nowhere, and then
That's what I'm saying.
happen with Gunther. Maybe for this week that might happen, like where he ambushes. My hair looks like shit.
Who do you think is going to challenge him?
It's going to be CM. Drew's going to attack CM, but a challenger in general, like next match, dude. Let me think.
So you gotta look at the Raw roster, and it's like, who's realistic?
Braun Strowman's out the picture. We know that. Bronson Reed's out the picture. We know that. It's way too soon for Dragunov, right?
I can't lie. Have you seen the Dragunov Gunther matches back in NXT UK?
They were fire.
You could at least do one match. One match to build it. Dragunov loses. Maybe that's who dethrones Gunther. You build Dragunov as next world champ. Maybe. Do the NXT UK. Did you know Gunther and Dragunov were once tag champions? Together. Yeah, legitimately.
Never. No, that was him and
Not
Ludwig.
in WWE. It was Indies.
Oh yeah, I probably believe it then. Yeah.
God.
I'm trying to think. I don't know, man. I mean, Damian Priest has a rematch cause, but Damian's feuding with.
There's no way that's over. That's going to conclude about Bad Blood.
Yeah. So.
Now, who do we think's challenged Cody next?
We didn't even decide on Gunther. We know
because I think we gave up.
Solo is going to do it because he said whoever wins between Kevin and Cody, Solo's going straight after.
But is that where you bring Roman back and stop that?
Roman's going to come back regardless and beat the crap out of Solo. So you talk about like what happens after Solo? The Rock, probably. They're going to keep this Cody and Bloodline thing for a long time. They are.
The never-ending feud.
Right? A bunch of Samoans. Like, dude, the Samoan dynasty has so much children.
For real.
Roman has like 6 kids.
Oh,
dude, the Bloodline isn't going anywhere.
Dude,
they're not.
I went under a rabbit hole of like all the potential Bloodline members that are indies right now wrestling. It's a ridiculous number of how many Bloodline members in there. If they were in there, the Raw rosters
doing the deeds, man.
Like apparently, I think the Usos and Solo has another brother. Like, what the fuck? It's like, Jesus. I saw something. No, you should see Zilla Fatu, right? So, have you heard of him?
Zilla Fatu, yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, because like, he does this thing where it's like, I've seen clips where he's like, you see some Solo Spike, but he does it jumping Spike.
Just like throws him and spikes him?
Yeah, or like throws him in the air and spikes him.
Umaga did that to Brian Kenrick at one point. I remember.
Yeah. Apparently he's joined WWE as well. Apparently he's getting the whole fucking bloodline by this point.
Might as well get Big Juicy in there, man.
True.
Get juicy. That guy can move. Big guy, he can move crazy.
Oh God.
Slimmy
Yeet.
Jimmy, come back. No
Yeet.
yeet. No yeet. No
Yeet.
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 No yeet.
This is what the
No.
podcast has become
No.
to.
I keep telling you, man. No yeet. When are
Yeet.
you gonna learn? When are you
Never.
gonna learn?
Never. You know? God. Dude.
I don't think Jimmy should help Roman. Hot take. Because Roman has abused Jimmy way too many times. And I quote from Roman, I whooped you then, and I whoop you now.
But
And
then
guess
whose side is he on then? Jacob Solo
No
betrayed
one!
him.
No one. Let him do his own thing. Let
So
him bring
who's
it
going
up.
to team with Roman with
Fuck
the OG
Roman
blood?
Reigns. Fuck Roman Reigns. I'm a Jimmy guy.
I'm a J guy.
Get out of here. What? Jay versus Braun Breaker.
Who won the
Jay's about to get the biggest win of his career. All of a sudden, he kicks the shit out of Jay Uso. Kicks the shit out of him.
If I was Jay, I'd be like, you still haven't told me why you betrayed me back at SummerSlam.
He did, dude. Jay went off to be tag team champions with someone else.
Yeah, but he turned on him before that happened.
Yeah, okay. Jimmy did that because he didn't want him to be like Roman, which makes sense. 5 moves of the catchphrase. Look at him now.
So then he dissed Roman to go back to Roman.
Okay, that was bad booking. I tried to defend this, but it's so difficult.
This guy is an abuser. He's bait us, but I don't want you to become like him because he's a power hungry maniac. All right, Roman. Yeah, how's it going, man?
Slimmy Jimmy, come back. This is stupid. Still, I want Jimmy to do his own thing because he's never had the opportunity. I see the potential in Jimmy Uso. Dude, No, I don't want to see it. Bring Zilla, bring anyone but Jimmy. Leave Jimmy alone. But then again, this is the only way we could get Jimmy back soon, man. He has to be a part of the Bloodline story. And I'm like, dude, I need to see him a year alone. Like what they're doing with Jay. I don't even care if he wins or loses. Like, just book him solo, please. Mark my words. Jimmy Uso's going to get a single title before Jay.
We'll see.
The North American title. It's just not going to be Obafemi, though. I don't see that happening, realistically.
Jimmy Uso gets squashed in 5 seconds. What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
He'll be like, literally Obafemi's like he wants that. He wants that ass, bro. And it's like, dude, any opponent who challenges their challenger is scary. Like when Cody challenges Owens.
Yeah.
Keyword, the champ challenged him, not the other way around. That's scary. I've never seen that strategy before. It's crazy to think. And imagine Obafemi challenging you. It'll be like, hey, I want you to fight me for this. No. Hell no. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. You know, another star I forgot to mention. I really actually love this gimmick because I never seen it happen in wrestling. Tony D'Angelo, dude. When has anyone done a mafia gimmick? It's so genius. And what
it's actually fits good. I could see this gimmick in SmackDown because SmackDown they're good with storytelling. I feel like that's the SmackDown gimmick. No. It's a Raw gimmick because Raw's more hardcore, right?
I look at like always vignettes and like I look at vignettes. I'm like, when do you see this anywhere where it's like legit looks like a mafia setting? It's like, dude, I love it. I've seen little bits of it. I'm like, dude, I like this guy.
I hope they do what they do with the Grayson Waller effect. Like the Grayson Waller effect, you know, it was very good in NXT. They developed that. And they actually carried it with him to SmackDown. I hope they do that with Tony D'Angelo and the whole group. You know, it's very. Remember 2 Dimes?
Yeah.
What happened to him? I never figured that out.
I don't know. So
He's sleeping with the fishes, obviously, but I think he
Enough-
did something wrong.
another person I met is now because I'm bad with NXT names and a lot of people names. Bear with me. Tony D'Angelo's lawyer. They're like the lawyer guy.
The lawyer guy? I know who you're talking about. Crucible.
Yeah, I met him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
I was like,
Chu,
yeah, I totally know your name. Go on.
hear me out. Wendy Chu and SmackDown. Wendy Chu, please, and Lola Vice too. Wendy Chu and Lola Vice. I want to see them in SmackDown, bro.
When do we think Tiffany Stratton is cashing in?
This is an unpopular opinion, but then again, I said R-Truth should beat Ric Flair's title reign, so all of that's out the window, clearly. Like, I open this
Okay.
window, toss it out. It's Tiffy time. It's not Tiffy time. I'm sorry. Dude, Tiffany, listen. She's all right. She's funny, but dude, she was annoying in NXT, man. Doesn't help the fact she had a feud with Thea Hale. I thought her career was going down the toilet after that one. Dude, it was inevitable. Obviously,
She's
I'm biased
annoying, yo.
because she beat everyone I wanted to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. I want Naomi to win. Tiffy time! Get them. Now, I'm loving what they're doing with her and Nia Jax. I'm loving it. But I think, hear me out, though. Hear me out. Okay. I don't think she's going to cash in on Nia. I think they're going to pull I think they're going to pull a WrestleMania Seth Rollins. Right? Liv and Rhea bow it out. Realistically, I find it more realistic that Tiffany Stratton is going to cash in on the Raw Women's title. I think so. Because it's not going to be Nia. Let's be real. Because let's say Tiffany hypothetically does cash in on Nia Jax. Nia Jax is going to kick her ass the next pay-per-view. Do you realistically see Tiffany Stratton going over Nia Jax? Be real. This version of Nia. Okay. Exactly. But what about someone like Liv Morgan?
Maybe.
Or
But it depends on what Liv is doing, to be honest.
Because they're making Nia Jax's title more prestigious than they are with the actual women's title. They might pull an unexpected thing right now. I think Tiffany is going to cash in on Liv Morgan.
All right. I have a actually, I kind of like that idea. Yeah, so I don't like it's a complete tangent because I thought of an interesting question. Okay, if you were to book Bad Blood, what would you book?
I like this question. Easily the CM Punk and Drew, Hell in a Cell. Easily Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. We gotta have that. And Rhea Ripley versus Liv, because Rhea did pin Liv. She pinned the champ. But I feel like that's way too much Raw matches. Because now they're doing 5 matches per pay-per-view. So that's like three Raw matches. Cody and Solo, they're also going at it. We know Cody's going to be in it. So Cody and Solo.
I really don't know how I feel about Cody for Solo so soon, to be honest.
Well, Solo said he has next that Cody Rhodes is in the trailer of Bad Blood. So Cody's going to be in it. Cody's been in every single pay-per-view.
True.
So far as champ.
He's got a bum knee apparently as well in the story.
Yeah, so Solo might, So we got Solo, Cody, Drew, CM Punk, Hell in a Cell, Rhea, Liv, Damian, and Finn. We have to add another SmackDown feud. It can't just all be Raw because they're not going to do that. They're trying to balance it out.
I'm trying to think what LA Knight can do for the US title.
I'm jealous I never got that LA Knight shirt. You know what? Dude, that shirt, the United States, where he's holding the belt like this with the English people? Dude, that's way better than I lack people skills. I always promised myself that I was going to get an LA Knight shirt whenever he won the US title, but then when I saw that I was like, I lack
Yeah.
people skills.
Let me just throw one out there. LA Knight versus Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes.
That could be
With
I
the
feel like they'll
feud.
do okay, I feel like they'll do Andrade and Carmelo at Bad Blood. I don't know. They've been doing
Maybe.
this little feud every weekly. I just don't know. I think it'd be more of an opening match.
True.
Gunther has to do so, but that's too much Raw matches, though. I don't know.
Gun from no, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. At least we can see what we can book.
Wait. I got a better idea. Another mixed tag match, except instead of Dominic, it's Finn Balor. Rhea Ripley pins Liv twice now, proving a point why she should, face Liv Morgan.
True. Maybe. Who knows?
It's 2 for 1 instead. I don't know. As far as SmackDown feuds, there's really not much besides the Bloodline stuff.
Yeah, basically.
KO and Jacob Fatu would have a banger match, though.
Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu could be something. Think about it.
I could see that, yeah. I'd love to see a KO and Jacob match, though. That'd be dope.
Should I also? I forgot on a different tangent. Back to the wrestlers I met. Well, it's not even wrestlers this time.
Oh boy, here
Did
we
you-
go again, flexing it off. Who'd you met this time? John Morrison, Matt
Dixie
Cardona.
Carter. I met Dixie Carter in the gym.
In the gym?
No, a TNA show.
Oh, I thought you said you met her at the gym. I'm like, huh. That's an
No.
interesting way.
She did. So we never took a photo, but she came up to us because I'm actually disabled in real life, and she just talked to us for a bit before the show started. I've met so many people, man.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
God.
So what's your prediction on the 5 matches for Blood? Let's hear yours. We've heard mine. Let's hear yours.
It's gonna have to be Cody and Solo because that's the only feud I can think of, unless there's only Kevin Hill. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't do that. That's too much of a spiral for the Bloodline story.
Yeah. Punk, Drew, Hell in a Cell, Balor, Priest, Liv Morgan, and Rhea. And then Carmelo, Andrade, final match, 2 out of 3 falls.
Okay, 2 out of 3 fall. I think that'd be a good one. So
Because that's their final match. That's the point.
that's our predictions for Bad Blood, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, why would you not have Cody Rhodes in his hometown in the pay-per-view? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
For real.
And have him in a trailer too, and then just not have him in the match. He's like,
Be like, here, you have every match. You just get the trailer this month.
I didn't like what the hot take. I think the Miz should have been in the pay-per-view of
Doing what though?
Like feuding against Braun Breaker. No, not Braun. I meant Sammy. And then
He's a
Braun,
face.
but it's his hometown though, Cleveland, Ohio. Now, granted, I'm happy that Braun Breaker won the title, but I'm just like, dude, the Miz, man, he made that title prestigious. You remember the white?
Remember when people used to love the Miz and his IC title went? Oh, you weren't watching wrestling, were you? Were you? When he was like white hot.
He had a long title reign in 2017 and 18, I think.
Yeah, people used to love him, and then people went to like, no, he sucks. Miz is underrated.
He is.
Hands down.
He's good with the tag team division too. Let's talk about Morrison and Miz. We got
Truth, Miz.
Exactly, the Awesome Truth. Just about to say.
Show Miz.
Damien Sandow.
Forgot about that. The Entourage with Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Dude, that was ridiculous. I don't know about that one.
The Miz
Oh,
went
wait,
through
he
all.
teamed up with Sheamus?
No,
Oh,
he never teamed with Sheamus.
I'm about to say.
Cesaro did. That's what you think of.
You need to team up with Wade Barrett. Was that one time?
No, he feuded way back for the IC title. Listen, you're talking about my time, so I know this shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Because Miz beat Wade Barrett for the IC title at WrestleMania, and then I think he dropped it to him next night on Raw, then lost to Curtis Axel.
When Bronson Reed returns, we know he's going to attack a random person. He did with Seth. You know what's awful? I mentioned this in the stream. I told my workers I'm going to be training to be one of the top cruiserweight wrestlers. And I asked them, I said, hey, if you were to see me in WWE, who would you like me to feud with? You know, they wished horribleness upon me. They said, you should face Roman Reigns.
No, I got someone better for you. The White Six.
That was another one. I was like, you guys are awful people.
You're a
And
dead
the
man.
main one, keep in mind, this happened after Bronson Reed squished Rollins. The day after, they're like, you know what? You should face Bronson Reed. We want to see you versus Bronson.
I got better.
No.
I got better one for you. You should face Jacob Fatu.
Oh, hell no.
You might well take Roman.
No. I always told myself, I'm facing a normal heavyweight. I'm never going with him over super heavyweight. I'm like 140. I would be killed if Bronson Reed hit one tsunami. And you know, Bronson's not going to stop at one tsunami.
Nope.
Dude is going to hit me with like 5 or 4 or 6.
You sure you want to be a wrestler?
Dude, it's scary. Either you deal with the crazy, either you deal with an angry Samoan gang in SmackDown, or you deal with the Wyatt Six. They won't touch you unless you're abusive to your family.
All right.
If
when you become a wrestler, if you could choose to have one match against anyone, who would it be? If your dream match?
Obviously, someone from freaking NXT. I am not messing with these main roster people. No.
Hi, Triple H. Can we move AJ to the main roster immediately and feud with the Bloodline?
Okay, so NXT wise, I'd like to go 1-on-1 with Ethan Page. I think that would be a good match. Any of the cruiserweights, that would be awesome.
Okay, can I shit on AEW for a bit? Because they kind of did Ethan Page dirty when he was there.
They made him to like a Hulk Hogan, but they didn't really do much of him.
It wasn't even Hulk Hogan. He didn't even win a title. He was there for a year. He did a many-year stuff, which was good. And then he didn't win a title. And then he just did Ring of Honor, and he's just doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's in a better place right now. Lexis King will be another great match. I'd love the Prince of the Cruiserweights versus Lexis King.
Controversial opinion. I do not like Lexis King.
What?
I love Brian Pillman Jr. I don't get him. I don't like him as a wrestler. I just don't like him.
He enters in a throne.
Which looks stupid as fuck.
What?
Are you gonna be a Twitter troll and be like, "You're not a wrestling fan, and if you don't like Lexis King,"
no, I can't say I am because I didn't know who Lexis King was until like he was in WWE, and I started watching his old stuff. I'm like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. He can wrestle.
He was Brian Pillman's son.
Yes,
he was in AEW, Brian Pillman Jr. And
I watched some of his matches at AEW.
He was basically a jobber.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, I'd like to wrestle either Ethan Page, Brian Pillman Jr., or I guess Lexis King. Oba. No, not Oba. What am I saying? No, that's suicide. I'm not facing Oba.
Are you going to define Oba Femi?
Oh, hell no. He can have that title, man. I'm not trying to get powerbombed from
6'7", whatever.
Whoop that trick. Would you?
I love Trick Williams too much to do it. Matt Hardy would be fun.
Matt
Tyler
Hardy's
Breeze.
not in NXT. What are you talking about? Okay,
He's a
general.
TNA. I want to be a TNA wrestler mainly, but NXT would. Now, if I had to face a main roster person, I'd love to go 1v1
Jacob
with.
Batu.
No, stop it. No, I'm not doing that. I admire my life. Probably Xavier Woods, The Miz for sure. Austin Theory would be a good one.
Okay, so do we think Austin Theory's turning on Grayson Waller?
It's going to happen. It's inevitable.
Because they built it in a DIY feud, then stopped it, then restarted it, then stopped it. Sorry, it's just when you mention Austin Theory, you just brought that thought up.
Sorry. I guess anyone who's mid card. I don't want to be like a top guy. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
Now I'd love to be in the contender for the world heavyweight title, but let's be honest. If I did join WWE, it'll probably take me like 3 years, at least. If I was like very, very pushy and persistent, 4 years or 5 years, we're still going to see Gunther as champion. Let's be real.
You know. Gone.
I would do one. I'd be like a local competitor to Gunther. That's it.
True.
Squash me, and I could say I faced Gunther.
I have a bold idea. I'm going to be trained to be a wrestler, and I'm going to feud with you in real life, and actually have it be an actual wrestling match.
Dude, long-term storytelling right there.
Yes. They went from video games to real life.
Watch me do a little callback to wrestling testicle. You see, only the real ones will know. Only the real ones.
See, this is my attitude when people insult me. I'm just like, oh, that's amazing.
Loki, I didn't feel bad about that.
I should have changed my username.
You didn't even see that one coming. Did you see it coming or what?
I just got lazy. I was just like, oh, I'll change it eventually.
All of a sudden, I appear. Say his name and he appears. I believe in
the wrestling tentacle. Also, I want to post first. Adam Mace is not my real name. I want to tell people this. It's like, don't call me Adam Mace. My name's Daniel Buff. I know it's my character. I'm not gonna kill myself, Daniel Donovan. You know what I mean? I'm going now. Bro, did you see when they played Final Countdown at Wembley?
That was okay. I watched some clips from All In, and I will admit, for our first AEW pay-per-view, I didn't watch the pay-per-view, but I seen clips on it because Timeless Tony, I love you.
Yeah.
She Ricochet, all the spots, you know.
Did you see Final Countdown though?
Dude, I watched the entrance on YouTube. The crowd went crazy. They were singing it. It was so beautiful, man.
So do you want? So let me give you an origin to Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, because obviously you were there when he was in WWE, right?
He has a lot of aura in this man.
So before he went to WWE, you know his original theme was Final Countdown.
Yeah, I know that. That was his like original theme. It's crazy the fans remember that though. I was like, they got to play Final Countdown Wembley. Just like imagine 50,000 people singing Final Countdown. Dude, that was beautiful. I'm not even an AEW fan, and I loved it.
Dude, like, it's like the UK crowd are just going do just that, and I was like, what the fuck,
dude? Like, honestly, Daniel Bryan has one hell of a career. I think he should still be in the WWE Hall of Fame if he does decide to hang up the boots, because his career was crazy. It was crazy good. Like, there's so much good spots. Aside from being the third wheel to the Roman and Edge match.
Oh, true. He has said this year is his last year as full-time wrestler, though. So
right,
he's going to drop it this year, the title. Because spoiler, he did win. His career's not over.
Wait, what?
He's AEW World Champion.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's champion.
W.
How do I know? I was in crowd. Duh.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Freaking. Meanwhile, I'm at home sleeping next to my.
I screamed the final. It's a fan. I screamed that shit out.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to wrap this one up. I think this is watch
Gone
this
so
movie.
long.
Imagine, who knows? I don't know if it has or not. I wouldn't
Listen.
mind making part 2, but like,
Well, it's technically part
it'd be easier
3-ish.
yeah, no. That didn't count. The last one was a pilot episode.
Listen,
This is episode
before
1.
we film next episode, get part 1 and part 2 on YouTube.
No. That was the pilot episode. That was a pilot. How was it? That was a a 50-minute pilot.
So sorry, because my headphones just ran out of charge. So I had to like repeat because I couldn't hear you.
What about perfect timing, right?
Yeah. It's like, no, you have to end it now.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, your 7-time 24/7 champion and future cruiserweight champion of the DBMO Pro Wrestling. It's going to happen. I'm dethroning you, Will Spencer.
Listen,
Willie.
Will Spencer.
Yeah, he's the longest reigning cruiserweight champion right now.
Okay.
Which, for now, because Will, look at me, okay?
I game connection, by the way. Sorry, just I know this is short.
I'm going to beat him tomorrow. At the time of this recording, I already beaten him.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Have you prepared your funeral?
Have I planned my funeral?
Yeah, because you can be a dead man by tomorrow.
Yo, that's crazy. You probably think that I'm all focused on Will and I'm forgetting about you. Don't think I forgot about you. No. Not by a long shot.
See, the only thing you actually be remembered for as an actual star is the time when I murdered your ass in the ring. Not when the actual history done in DMO.
Dude, you need me alive to bring the prestige in that cruiserweight title.
Bro,
I could bring the prestige.
Bro, question. I'm the
Yeah.
MVP. I'm the main event player. Cruiserweights are like peasants, right? They are below me.
You lost your first match to me. What do you mean, peasant? You got beaten by a peasant. Then, in that case, what is you like? What? This is the David and Goliath story we're talking about here. I beat you, and then you call me a peasant. Wait, isn't it worse to call someone a peasant and then lose to them?
Yeah, but you know, you got lucky. At
Your
the end of the day,
first
I'll win the game. Tomorrow,
You did that other match. Didn't you win that other match with what's his name? Who did you face?
Isaiah Wolf. But you know, he was a jobber, so you know.
He was a jobber. Freaking jobber. You heard that?
And if he
Isaiah
wants to
Wolf?
talk, if he wants to, and listen, if he wants to talk, he can go and send his wolf and do a little wolf mate sex.
Dude, Will Spencer has not made a response video to me yet, and it's been 3 days. Willie, are you afraid that I'm going to take that title off you? Are you afraid? Because look, I'm doing a no DQ match. You just do a normal match, dude.
Listen,
what about
mate.
the Adam Ace is what's going to happen?
Hold on. So, to whoever his opponent is, because he's completely irrelevant, I forgot his name, right? He's completely forgettable. I just want to say that in advance, that you won't have an opponent. So, because this guy won't be able to compete when you come to your match, because this guy this guy thinks he can intake wrestlers because that's his best gimmick. Well, like, you know, I'm the star, I'm the MVP, I'm the one with the gold. Will Gold, jobber title.
I have the cruiserweight. Okay, well,
Jobber title.
the cruiserweight title is prestige. Anyways,
Jobber
we're gonna
title.
wrap it up, guys. Yeah. Anyways,
Good luck, Power Bell.
yeah, someone's calling me. Sorry. Like, subscribe, follow me. There, I Prince. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye. Hello.
This is you not. This is attacker calling.
Hey, this is Angel from Crystals. You remember?